Edochie knew he's married when he went to meet this girl. Gave her money to remove the pregnancy, but the girl didn't. So Yul Edochie has disgraced people. He has disgraced he has disappointed his fans. I've gotten it is too much. These social media in-laws, you guys are like vultures now. His father has his name. Pete Edochie has his name. He's a respectable man, a responsible man, a man who has raised his children very well, who has raised his family, who has kept his family together. It takes a child that has been well raised to make a mistake and correct it the right way. Yul Edochie has married this girl the way he's supposed to marry somebody. If it's some men, they will, because they don't know what their wife reaction will be, they will deny that child or run away from their responsibility. But because he has been raised well by an amazing father, he didn't run away from his responsibility. He came out boldly. He's married this girl and they have a son together, which he said he loves equally. As it is not easy. The first wife is not finding it funny right now because there's nobody that will set out to marry and have a plan that there will be a second wife that will come and join her in her marriage. It's usually good. My husband, me and my husband, it's usually good. But sometimes when circumstances like this finds their way to your life, you need to adjust to accept them. Even if you don't accept them, it's in your best interest to find a way that you're just going to manage the situation. Otherwise, you're just going to go mad. Otherwise, you're just going to have high blood pressure. You're just going to die. And then you now give that second wife a soft landing to brekete and sit down very well in the house. Now, Yul Edochie has gotten married to this girl. According to sources, he couldn't have called her his second wife if he had not done what he was supposed to do on her. According to sources, he's going to pay her bride price in her town. Okay? And if you know how Igbo culture is, good evening there. Igbo culture, if somebody is pregnant for you and you don't pay their dowry, and somebody else pay their dowry, that pikin and the person get them. That is just Igbo culture for you. And I like that culture. And because of that fantastic culture, a lot of men don't get away with nonsense. They don't get women pregnant and run away. Because when they run away, as you run, just run, continue the run, they go. Don't bother to come back, because that child go bear the girl papa name if nobody pay her dowry. And if another man come pay her dowry, that pikin go bear that man name. That pikin don't be that man own. There is nothing, there is no court you take that issue to that you are going to win. The Igbo people that are watching me right now can testify to that. And Yul Edochie has done the honorable thing. He's dated this girl. I don't want to believe it's a one-night stand. She's a fine girl. The wife is actually very beautiful as well. This man, you know, saying in the carrying eye go market when they choose women. Both ladies are beautiful. He has been dating this girl, according to the stories that we are hearing, and she's pregnant, and she don't born, he don't marry him. May we relax. What I do not agree with, and the reason I'm making this video, is because a lot of people have said, oh, Yul Edochie has disgraced people. He has disappointed his fans. I don't want his fans to think that he's disappointed them. They should be proud of him, that he made a first mistake by dating somebody and corrected it by marrying the person because a child came into the mix. Giving that child a name is important. This is an innocent child. This child was where he was. These two people went to look for him. Now, you can't come and allow whatever you think people will say. You see, this is the problem we're having in this country and in the world today. Because of the fear of what people will say, we'll leave the right things, we will not do the right things, we will do everything wrong because we are afraid how people are going to drag us. And especially this social media. We have gotten, it is too much. These social media in-laws, you guys are like vultures now. You are like vultures. You castigate people for everything, and una get una own for body. Oh. Yul Yul Edochie don't cheat, he don't marry. He don't marry another wife. That is his own problem. I have my own challenges. I have the things I fall short of. That maybe if you hear yourself, you go say, hey, this lady, Queen Blessing, when I dey respect like this, you mean say she fit do this type of thing? My dear, every dog they chop shit. Now the one we carry your own for mouth, now would they see. Now the things, so some people get dark secret, where dark pass Yul Edochie own. Now because Yul own don't come out now, we don't see them, everybody they shout. Internet no get peace. My phone is hot. I can't even messages here and there. Then it's wrong when you think that you just sit on social media and come and tell people how to run their life. You don't know why this man married a second wife. You don't know why. And then some people are blaming the lady for allowing you to marry her. Excuse me. How? Why will you blame the lady? The girl dey where he dey. You'll ask him out. The girl no rape you, Lo. I hope you guys know that. She didn't rape you. Do you understand? It was mutual consent. They dated. Yul Edochie knew he's married when he went to meet this girl. And yes, the girl also knew Yul Edochie was married before he came to and accepted him. That was their first mistake. And you don't know what Yul would have told her to make her even agree to date him in the first place. Because when man they find something, now different story they talk. When the thing don't land finish, people go come say, na woman, oh, na woman. It's so easy to heap the blame on women. And to be honest with you guys, sometimes when I hear things like that, I get very, very upset. Because women are always on the receiving end. Something bad na woman. E no complete na woman. E no do well na woman. Wetin happen? Wetin we do now? Man no go ever take part of the blame. Now Yul Edochie na him chase this woman. Now him carry am. Now him date and see she get belle. Now him still go marry am because they no tie and rope go marry the girl. Oh. Now him still waka with him 2 leg go marry the girl. Now why is the girl being blamed for the fact that she's married to Yul Edochie as a second wife? You know, I keep saying this thing, and people go say, you go allow make my own friend come marry your husband, blah 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 blah. When I was pregnant with my son, a girl called me and told me she was also pregnant for my man. And the only thing that came out of my mouth that day was that this man has been looking for children for years. So if 2 of us are pregnant for him at the same time, it's God's blessing. And she dropped the phone. Immediately she dropped the phone, I was almost convulsing. I was in my uncle's house that day. I was convulsing. So when they came into the room, because now after I don't talk to her, finish, the shock catch me, say, hey, so another person don't get belle for my man. So I go get second wife. They go marry second wife, join me. So at that point, my uncle came into the room and saw me convulsing. They had to rush me to the hospital. I was shocked. So the doctor said after examining me the following day, before they discharged me, they said that I was shocked. And because of my condition, I don't reach to born that time now. Because of my condition, so the thing affects me. So at the end of the day, I now called my man and I said, honey, this is what somebody called me to say. He wanted to deny. And I said, look, don't deny. Because this lady was very sure of what she was saying. I want you to tell me the truth. He then said to me, can we see later in the evening? Good evening, dear. And I said, yes. And so he came. We were together. We talked. And then he explained to me everything that happened. According to him, this lady, they had broken up. And he was in a trip somewhere in Benin, and this lady came, and you know, for a girl where you don't sleep with before, you see get as it go fit make you sleep with them again. And one thing led to another. They went down together, and 3 months later, the girl called saying get belle. He gave her money to remove the pregnancy, but the girl didn't. And when he told me, I said to him, I said, look, honey, you cannot come and tell her to remove her pregnancy. You know why? It is mine you want, and you have been waiting for children for so many years. My son, my man was 46 when I had my son, and my son is his first child and his only son up to today. So you guys will understand what I'm talking about. It's supposed to pamper me like goddess, but at the end of the day, you see, Una see as he treats me. But didn't I move on? I did. That's life. Sometimes you go think say it go sweet, it go sweet, it go sweet, it go sweet. It no go sweet. But will you kill yourself because it no sweet? As I talk that story, they go make I complete them. And I told him, I said, look, what if you tell her to go and remove her pregnancy and my own way you want can't come up because God vests for us? So I'm sorry, I don't carry this pikin rich, I carry this pikin rich, and this belle don't stress me well. You know go come out, you know go give her money, make she come out this belle. Leave her, make she born her pikin. As na me you want, na me we want marry, put for us, na me we and you one day together. No wahala, we could take care of her. So we bought her a car and sent her a car and a driver. And she was being taken care of. At the end of the day, when I born my pikin finish, story change. The next thing, family begin talk this one, they begin talk that one. Make me come out, go, make the girl come born because she said one born boy. Waiting me I born, na stick I born. I was dumbfounded, I was frustrated, I was miserable. Because that was not what me and my man talked about. That was how hurt I was. And then the next thing, convulsion started. Every time convulsion for my son, every time. One day I just told myself, I said, look, make my case no be like woman we carry pot go river, go fetch water. Water no carry reach house, pot no carry reach house. Before they go break my pot, make I carry my pikin run. I had a revelation. Something told me it wasn't time for me to stay in the house, I should leave. When I woke up, as I was trying to explain to my mom what I saw, because my mom was with me doing omugo. My son was just 3 weeks old when I left his father's house. Convulsion just catch and boom. I just tell my mama, say, carry this boy, stand outside, nothing good wrong. Immediately they carry and cross that house, stand outside the well. Now there then stand, I pack up my load. I chose my son over marriage. But I knew that that girl had carried my name so many places, and I told, there was a time she called me. In fact, her mother, they kept calling me every day with her mother. Every day insulting me, insulting my mother. And I told her, as you don't let me stay that house, you know go stay there. And she didn't stay. She also left. In fact, I heard she's married to somebody else now with children or a child. And my man is married to somebody else now. And every day I dey pray for that woman. Make it show, you see the people when don't let me stay for that house, make it help me show them pepper. And nothing will happen to her. I dey pray for her well. So what am I trying to say? This is life. Nobody plans for misfortune. Nobody plans. There is no woman today living that plan to be a single mother, that plan to have a second wife with her, a co-wife. There is no woman living today, dead or alive, that plan that she will have a co-wife or that plan to have a broken marriage. I think a few days ago, I was just browsing on the internet. I saw this real housewife, or this reality show that Caroline Ekanam is doing, and I heard when she was talking about how Linda Ikeji destroyed her marriage and how her daughter has 2 holes in her heart. I felt so sorry. In fact, I was crying. I was touched. And something struck me. She said, do you think I planned to have a broken family, a broken home? Do you think I'm happy I was divorced? But I just want my peace of mind, so I left. Up till today, according to her in that video, she says she loves her husband. There is no woman that set out in her life that she wants to be a single mom. I, Queen Blessing, I was a virgin till I was 21. At 21, I drove my first car. I started taking care of my family at 16. So I knew exactly what I wanted. I arranged my life so much. But when the devil decided to scatter it for me, he scattered them. But when life serve you lemons, my dear, if you know what's good for you, make lemonade out of it and keep moving. See, let's call a spade a spade. It's easy to blame people. For whatever reason, it's easy to blame people. But put yourself in their shoes. Always, before you blame people, always put yourself in their shoes and say, if it's me, will I blame, will I do it differently? In this particular case, whatever happened. Yul Edochie is not the first married man that will have girlfriends. 99.9% of married men have girlfriends.